point there, Abhijit Iyer Mitra. How do you view this? The fact is, have we ignored the rest of India, the sleeper cells that could have come up, given the fact that we've been over-obsessed with Jammu and Kashmir?
Not really. In fact, our obsession, if you
look at terror attacks in India, the overwhelming majority of them have been from Sunni terror organizations. Shia attacks are almost non-existent. One was the attack 9 years back on the Israeli attaché, and there's only been one Shia militant ever caught in Kashmir. So I would personally look at this from an Iran angle, and like the previous attack, from a sort of a domestic Shia angle. That said, you should remember that this comes on the eve of an event where massive security was there in the capital. That security failed and the Red Fort was desecrated. However, what we need to realize out here is, like somebody previously mentioned, this was probably a walker-by who just went and threw a canister in the bushes nearby. Because if you actually look at the Israel embassy, there's no greenery in the front. There's no greenery in the front. And what happens is the guards at the Israeli embassy, if you look at them, they keep doing patrols about 100 meters, 200 meters on this side and that side of the embassy on the frontage to the road. So for this to have been a careful stalk out planting of a bomb is virtually impossible. It had to be some kind of a throwaway device that was just casually tossed out by a walker-by or something like that, maybe a jogger in the morning, something like that, which would have also been the classic modus operandi of the previous attack, the 9 years back. The final point, Navika, that I'd like to make out here is that if you notice, one of the common threads is that Al-Qaeda and ISIS, I think Sushant Sareen has come with me to the Golan border with Lebanon, with Syria. And what we saw was that even though the areas on the other side were controlled by Al-Qaeda affiliates and by ISIS, there was not one shell that was landing in Israel. Al-Qaeda and ISIS as a rule have not targeted Israel. They are too scared to target Israel. On the other hand, Iran has targeted Israel on several occasions and will probably continue to do that on several occasions. I think this was a classic lacuna of Indian counterterrorism focusing on certain preset parameters, and this was one of those rare events that breaks those parameters.
Well, rare events, Sushant Sareen, so not as serious as we are looking at it. And just hold your thoughts. I'm getting breaking news coming in. Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu.